It attacks 2 turns, does high damage, has high defense, is strong against every element, immune to Hama and Darkness, and loves casting either group attacks or Hama and Mudo spells. He will obliterate your ass unless you're high level. So, yeah. What is cool though is if you stand in the room with the staircase, he can't enter that room. I believe he also can't climb staircases, so stairs onto platforms, but I'm not 100% on that. Either way, you do not want to fight death early on. If you have to go away for a little bit, like to use the bathroom, get food, laundry, whatever, pop up your menu before doing so. If not, you may come back to a game over screen. Just a heads up. But here we can learn about the calendar, our active quests, fusion spells, which I'll get into later on, the dictionary, and configuration. Actually, I'll talk about fusion spells. There are groups of persona that were able to use spells if you have them in your inventory. For example, Orpheus and Apsaris, who is a priestess persona, which we can get on this floor, have a combo attack called Condensa, which gives you an HP heal to everyone, as well as cures you of status effects, I believe. He is the main character of Persona 3 is the only character that's able to use fusion spells by himself, which is pretty wicked. There are a plethora of these fusion spells, so try and mix and match. I will probably have a list up later on of all the fusion spells available, so keep an eye out for that. The ultimate is Armageddon, but I'm going to keep a secret which persona those are. And it will deal, guarantee, 9,999 damage to everything, but costs a lot of SP to use. Here we have our social link list, status, equip, persona, yada yada yada. So that's all the fun stuff. Let's continue onwards. If you're able to strike an enemy before they see you, you get a player advantage. However, the reverse is true. If they hit you, they have a chance to do an enemy advantage.
Now's a good time.
That's okay. Excuse me. Player advantage allows you to have an extra turn against them, so our entire party will be able to use their attack, or be able to attack twice before they get one in. So that's pretty helpful. Enemy advantage is the opposite. They have an extra turn against you. So here's the cool thing about Agi against these guys. If you get a weakness or a crit, you're able to go again. Basically, if you down an enemy, you get to go again. If you're able to down the entire enemy party, you get what's called an all-out attack.
You exploited the enemy's weakness.
Which is everyone rushes them and does physical damage to them. Now this is great to use whenever you get the chance to. However, if you come across enemies that are strong to physical attacks, it's not really recommended because you're basically wasting a turn. So it may be good just to pull out and do another attack. If you're able to use a weak attack against an enemy, an attack that the enemy is weak against twice, like for example, if the Cowardly Maya could survive 2 hits of Agi, you'll make them dizzy, which means they're unable to attack twice. They're unable to attack for an extra turn. Unfortunately, the reverse is true for you, so keep an eye out for your weaknesses. Gods. I'm getting tired. I actually look at the map most of the time whenever I'm playing this game. Crap, he got me. But luckily, he didn't get the advantage, because this is the tutorial. I know about all this, so let's go ahead and do it.
A wisely chosen attack.
Thank you, Kidojo-senpai. Boop! Fuck you.
Struck the enemy's weakness.
I recommend, by the way, keeping your party set to free mode. They know what to do.
Get back here, you son of a...
Die!
You have the potential to grow even...
Okay, so this is the shuffle I mentioned earlier. Excuse me. Basically, what this is this will happen every so often. It will pop up all these cards, and it'll flip them around, and you get to choose which one you want, but you won't know what it is unless you keep track of it all. So we have the Persona card, which is a pixie, a coin, which represents yen, a sword, which represents weapons, and a cup, which represents healing. Those are the minor arcana, as well as the Persona arcana. Persona. The coin is obviously yen. The dagger will give you a weapon. For the cup, it will restore a portion of your HP. There's a fourth option, which is a wand, which is a green stick with leaves coming out of it, basically. It gives you extra EXP. Now, we want to try to get a Magician Arcana Persona. If you don't get it, it's okay, but try to get it. The best way to get that is to fuse a Pixie with Apsaris. So, we're going to try and get Apsaris in the next fight. There's only one other fight on this floor. So, let's try and get Pixie. They get harder later on. Alright, so we got Pixie, as well as leveling up. Apsaris appears at level 3, so we're set to go. There's Snuff Soul. Alrighty then. Press healing. Basically, if you're weak and you have a character that has healing spells, talk to them and they'll cast the healing spell on your entire party. I'm going to show off Pixie as well as real quickly. Do not press square because that dismisses them. You have the option to confirm or deny, but still. Pixie is a lover's persona, has Dia, which is a healing spell, and learns Rakunda later on. But we're good with Orpheus for now. God damn it. And here's where we learn officially about all-out attacks. I'm going to have to come back here later on to
A wisely chosen attack.
get Apsaris. If they don't pop up.
You struck the enemy's
The best way, by the way, to get a shuffle time, because they're not guaranteed, is to win a fight with a crit or a weak, or win a fight with an all-out attack. It's not guaranteed, but it increases the odds. You can still get shuffle time without it, but it's a little less. Of course, that may be anecdotal, but I've always noticed it that way.
Keep up the good work.
Damn it, Pixie! And there's the wand. I'm going to go for the sword because we need to stealth shit. This is why I'm good at keeping track of shit too in games. This freaking game solely. Okay, so if you press square, we can actually do a split up and set the priority for what we want them to do. So, split up basically lets them split up and they'll find access points, which takes us back to the beginning, stairs, or items. It's also a great way to fill out the map, but keep in mind that if they come across a shadow, they'll fight it. And if they're alone, they may die, so you have to keep an eye out for that. However, if you come across them fighting a shadow, you can join in the fight, which is pretty helpful.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
The reverse is true as well. If you're in a fight, they may sometimes run in if you have them split off. You will never see me use this ability, even if I was going to show you Tartarus. Let's go back. As an aside, if someone finds an item when you teleport back, they will give you the item upon teleporting back, so pretty good to have.
Welcome back. So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
The voices are back, oh no! Alright, so this is basically us leveling up our Fool Arcana, which is pretty freaking helpful. We now gain a little bit more EXP, which is pretty nice. Alright, I'm going to explain a little bit more about out here before we head back. If your party members are tired, they can't join you inside Tartarus anymore. They'll actually probably leave if you come back to the main area. Keep that in mind. Now, if you're playing a New Game Plus mode, which you can unlock after beating the game, you have a door right about here for Monad Block, which is a high-level area, like level 99 shadows appear here. Well, level 70 to 99 will appear here. However, if you get to the top of it, you get a free 1 million yen, which is pretty freaking awesome. In New Game Plus mode, you also have the chance to fight an optional boss there, if you finish Elizabeth's requests as well. So keep that in mind. In P3P, right about here, or right here, there's another door that will allow you to fight all of the storyline bosses, which will unlock another even harder optional boss. So, pretty cool to have. Either way, let's go in here and see what Igor has to say, because he has something to tell us. Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Well, I suppose it's time for me to explain what I do here. It's my job to create new personas, but in order to do so, I must fuse your persona cards together. In other words, I shall merge them into a single persona. The number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. We've never seen a visitor with this many possibilities before. If you've established social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas too. This should prove very interesting. So, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. Fuse persona. We can only fuse, currently, Orpheus and Pixie to create Apsaris. You can find Orpheus again on the floor, in the first floor, but we can't go in there, so might as well just head back out. Later on, after the first full moon, we're able to get a Persona Compendium, which allows us to register personas and pay to get them back. So, try not to use personas too much, or fuse personas too much, until that point. So, pretty good. Fortunately, though, if you fuse a persona, it will automatically be registered inside the persona as inside the compendium as base level. Kind of. Up to when you first unlock it. So anything you fuse between now and then will be automatically put in. Hey, you're Yuki, right? Yeah, why? Man, I knew it. I heard from Junpei that you're pretty close with Yukari-san. What's up with that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. Hooker. By the way, I'm Kenji Tomochika. There's a morning assembly, so we better hurry. Alright, Tomochika-san, let's go.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Damn, that was was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said? Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Alrighty, back to class. Alright then, today we'll be going over the Meiji era literature. Open your textbooks to page 12. You know what? I'm tired of these textbooks. I just went over this novel in the last class. I've got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. Isolated clouds spin it over the tall, snowy mountain peak. Stay awake. Alright, Kenji, you'd better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself taking a nap while I pour my heart into reading this poem. For that, you get another essay along with your regular assignment tonight. I'll expect a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. You don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. Extorting your students out for cake? I can respect that. So class is ended for today. As of today, you'll be able to use your time after school as you wish. Set up social links, yada yada yada. Fun stuff, rah rah rah. Excuse me. Oh, my throat's starting to get a little sore. Alright, let's do a quick heal. Or take a piss. Today we're going to start working on actively building up our stats. There are two things we need to do specifically this beginning month. And that is to watch a movie at the movie theater. Condition is great, yes. They both give us +4, which is a great jump in our courage. Courage is the quickest one to level up because, you know, not much stuff requires courage.
Look! It's Akihiko-senpai! Where? Oh, there he is!
Have you noticed how popular Akihiko-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I didn't used to talk to him much, but now I've got a good excuse. I know he's the captain of the boxing team, but who would have thought he'd be such a chick magnet? I mean, come on. You don't even see girls flock like that on TV. I wonder where they're going.
Senpai! Wait for us!
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Hell yeah! What you got in mind?
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be at the police station. See you there.
The police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who, these girls? I don't even know their names. They talk so much they give me a headache. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, why can't he be more friendly? But that's what makes him so cool.
Man, how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Ah, well, let's go.
Okay, there's actually something really cool here. There is a side story that has nothing to do with the main story whatsoever, but it's one of my favorite things in this game. These two. If you talk to them, you'll learn a little bit about them. The girl in the back is staring at him. He feels like he's being stared at. Basically, she has a crush on him, and throughout the course of the game, you can see their budding love as it grows. It's absolutely hilarious in my opinion to watch. It has absolutely nothing to do with the story. Alright, off to Palomino Mall. But as I said earlier, courage is the easiest thing to level up, so we'll be getting that done quickly. And fast first. That being said, the 2 +4s from the movies that we're going to be doing, one today and one on Sunday, gives you a total of 10% for gives you a 10% gives you 10% of the total courage you need to master. So, pretty good to have.
Thank you, sir. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. I was waiting for you guys. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. And this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Really? Sweet!
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like. Officer Kurosawa has connections. But these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city, regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right.
More power to you, man. Not that much, but you should be able to find what you need. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to think how to describe this. Here's our weapon and armor shop. Pretty good to have, so we can find out what we want to buy. Now, we can buy upgrades for everyone, but I recommend not doing it because we need it for, you know, upgrades, or not for upgrades, for upgrading our status. There we go. So we need to save our money for now. We can sell a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and sell this. But we'll keep that snuff soul because I need that for later on. His shop will increase periodically throughout the course of the game. I believe it is tied to your level, but I'm not 100% on that. It could be tied to the progression of the story itself. So, keep an eye out for that. Psh, only 5,000 yen. I'm gonna take off since I'm in a bad mood now. Later. The best way, by the way, to describe Japanese currency for Americans, at least, if you want to translate the equivalent of amount of money you have with equivalent, if you want to translate how much yen is in American, basically take off the last two digits, and you'll basically have the equivalent of how much money it is. For example, 5,000 yen is about 50 bucks. 500 yen is 5 bucks, so on and such forth. Basically, I'm not saying that's the exact translation, influxes and whatnot withstanding. Anyway, here we have the weapon armor shop. Here we have an accessory shop. Here we have the coffee that I mentioned. This will give us an increase to our charm. Club escapade, which we won't have access to for a while. Down here is the another doorway to the Velvet Room. I'll go ahead and go show it to you. So we have access to a Velvet Room. Up here is the karaoke, in case you can't read the sign. Over here is an antique shop. Now, this is actually pretty interesting. I didn't mention this in the beginning because I forgot about it, but in the original version, I believe this shop wasn't available. However, June 9th, this shop will open. And inside, we're able to sell some items to the shopkeep there, as well as buy some other items. I believe stat bonuses and whatnot. Excuse me. The main thing about this is, though, there is a new feature in this game called Weapon Fusion. What this is it allows us to fuse personas with certain weapons. In Tartarus, there are a series of ghosts known as Golden Shadows, or called Golden Shadows. They are a golden shadow that run away from you. You have to sneak up behind them and hit them before they run away. Excuse me. They are fairly shadows, but...
Is my recorder okay? Sorry. But, if you're able to beat them, you get a lot of yen, as well as a rare item, such as diamonds and shit like that, which you can sell. Diamond, topaz, amethyst, which you can sell to her for money, or trade with her for accessories, which you can sell, or stuff like that. But every so often, they'll drop an item called a nihil weapon. It'll be a nihil sword, nihil one-handed sword, etc., etc., etc. If you fuse these with personas, you can infuse the stats into the weapon. They'll give you
perks such as Lover's Arcana allows you to charm enemies on strike, etc., etc. There are, however, some persona that you can fuse and they'll turn into a unique weapon. An example of this is Cert. He is the ultimate of the Magician Arcana, I believe. If you fuse him with a Nihil weapon, he'll give you the Levantine Blade, which is a two-handed longsword that does fire damage and increases fire magic. It's also a two-handed blade that's on fire, so it's pretty cool to have. I'll be working on getting them all and posting a video up about that. If you do a weapon fusion, however, it does take time, so you need to go, give it to her, and go away for a day or two, come back, and she'll give it to you. She'll tell you how long it'll take. Over here we have the pharmacy, which is where you get your healing stuff. Here we have power records. Nothing we can do, it's just here, I guess. And here we have Game Panic, which allows us to play games on certain days of the week, as well as this, which allows us to get a Jack Frost doll, which we'll need later on. That is pretty much that for this area, though. So we're going to go ahead and get the movie, which is over at Port Island Station. Sorry, my throat's getting really sore. Whenever I tell you to go see a movie, this is where you need to go. Today's movie is For the Courageous. Cost a bit of money, so yeah. Luckily, though, we're going back to Tartarus on Saturday. So, we'll be able to get some yen back.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Regarding our exploration of Tartarus. Sanada-san, or Akiko, is still on the mend, so for now, you'd like to leave the team. I'll skip all this. Basically, now we're able to go out at night, which is just great. I also recommend saving before going out every day, because there is a chance you'll get tired while studying. If that happens, and if I don't say otherwise, you'll want to reload because it's bad. That screwed up one of the recordings I had earlier on, which made me sick, and I couldn't get rid of the sickness for a long fucking time. All right, so today is Tuesday. We are going to do virtual horror. Increase our courage. And then we're studying. I was going to skip through all this a little bit because it's not really needed. 3,000 yen to use, which is why you need all the money you can have. Heading back home, or back to the dorm. We go straight back to our bedroom. Study, then go to sleep. Basically, if you get stuck on a problem, you'll become tired, which you don't want. You're tired. Lovely. I'll try and get rid of it by going to the bathroom, but we should be fine. But if it's not gone by tonight, I'm going to have to reload it. Going to the bathroom each time before heading out will make things easier. What's up, Yuki? Huh? You're all by yourself? Dude, I thought the rumor about you and Yukari was true. Yukari-san was true. It is what it is. Oh yeah? Well, it's not like I care or anything. But you've sure had some bad luck since you transferred here. You know, dude, all the weird stuff that's been happening. But everyone's been saying they're all hearing strange voices. And I guess since you always have your headphones on, the George listen to your headphones, you probably haven't heard anything. I like to think that the background music is actually music playing out of his headphones. Although, no, it's not. Someone's standing in front of your desk. It's a classmate you talked to earlier this morning. Hey man, I'm gonna get some ramen after school. You want some? Wanna come? Why asking me? No reason really. I just don't have anything to do later. And I thought that we could finish our conversation this morning. So what do you say, man? Let's get some ramen together. Or we get some ramen and talk. Alright, sure. So I'm gonna take a piss before doing this, but okay. I just hoping I can get back to normal stats before, by going to the bathroom before heading out. Stuff, click, click. Whew! That's what I'm talking about. Well, was I right or was I right? This ramen tastes great, doesn't it? I bet they put some special ingredient in it. Something that no other ramen shop uses. Probably some sort of secret spice. Oh, sorry, my bad. I get all geeked up when I eat here. I agree with you, man. You do? Really? I mean, you can appreciate the subtle yet distinct flavor of the soup? Wow, you don't look like the type of guy I'd normally hang out with. But I guess looks aren't everything. By the way, man, I hear you and your car are close. Damn, boy, you move fast. I mean, you just transferred here. I can't blame you, though. A man's gotta be aggressive nowadays. Hey, we'll hang out after school sometime. Again, sometime. You'll get some food, and I'll tell you my secret plan. Wait till you hear it, dude. You're gonna flip. Alright, then. So, Tomochika-san is the social link of the Magician Arcana. So now we can get buffs whenever we make a Magician persona. Alright. What, it's already nighttime? Damn, I missed my favorite TV show. Man, you're one serious dude. Oh well, let's get going. I really don't want to reload all this.
Welcome.
Alright, please get better. I'm not going to save before doing this. I'm going to save on the second slot. Just in case. And I'll keep reloading if I don't get better after this. There's a chance you can get better after going to the bathroom, but it only works once per time segment. Yep, I guess I'll be right back so I can fix that.